single phone call destroyed her life. Darkness often lurks beneath seemingly ordinary surfaces, hiding secrets that can shock and unsettle us. Prepare yourself for a story that will make you question everything you thought you knew about human nature. A tale that began like any other day but spiraled into an unimaginable journey of betrayal, passion, and unexpected consequences. If you love stories that keep you on the edge of your seat, make sure to like this video and subscribe our channel for more incredible real-life narratives that seem too wild to be true. Every scroll could lead you to a story that will leave you speechless. This account brings you the most mind-blowing true stories from the depths of human experience, stories that will make you think, gasp, and wonder about the incredible complexity of human relationships. Buckle up, because what you're about to hear will challenge everything you believe about love, trust, and the thin line between passion and destruction. Drop a comment below and share your thoughts. Do you think you can predict how this story ends? Let's dive into a narrative that proves reality can be far more shocking than any fiction. On the humid night of July 2nd, 1985, around 11 p.m., Delhi Police Constable Abdul Nazir Kunj and Home Guard Chandrapal were conducting their routine neighborhood patrol in an upscale area of Delhi. Their quiet evening took an unexpected turn when they heard a woman's loud, distressing shouts coming from nearby. While investigating the source of the commotion, the officers noticed rising flames at the Ashok Yatri Niwas Hotel. Abdul Nazir immediately contacted the fire brigade, and both officers rushed towards the burning building. As they approached, they discovered the fire was specifically emerging from the hotel's garden barbecue restaurant. At the restaurant's entrance, they encountered the hotel manager, Keshav Kumar. When questioned about the fire, Kumar claimed he was simply burning old posters and banners. Something about his explanation seemed suspicious, and the police officers' instincts told them something was not right. Despite Kumar's attempts to block their entry, they remained determined to investigate. Constable Abdul Nazir, undeterred by the manager's resistance, decided to take matters into his own hands. He quietly circled around to the back of the restaurant and skillfully jumped over the wall, entering the premises unnoticed. Inside, he observed what appeared to be burning materials in the kitchen area near a traditional clay oven, known in India as a tandoor. Upon closer inspection, the constable made a shocking discovery. Amidst the burning materials, he noticed something horrifying: a human hand. The scene suggested that someone was being burned in the tandoor, an act so grotesque that it seemed almost unbelievable. Aware of the potential danger, the constable strategically decided to leave without raising immediate alarm, understanding the need for a careful approach. Within moments, additional police teams arrived at the scene. During the raid, 2 individuals were found near the tandoor. In the ensuing chaos of the police operation, one suspect managed to escape, slipping through the officer's grasp. The stage was set for what would become one of Delhi's most chilling criminal investigations. The police quickly arrested Keshav Kumar and extinguished the fire in the tandoor. Upon examination, they discovered a horrifically burnt corpse on top of the oven. The body was severely charred, with an unrecognizable face, but the jaw remained mostly intact. It was clear that the victim was a woman, and the gruesome nature of the crime immediately caught everyone's attention. News of the murder spread rapidly, first through Delhi, then across India, and eventually worldwide. The shocking details of a woman being murdered and her body dismembered and burned in a tandoor. The story's origins centered on Sushil Sharma and his wife Naina Sani. Sushil was no ordinary individual, a commerce graduate from Delhi University with significant political connections. He was a prominent member of the Congress Party and held the prestigious position of Delhi Youth Congress president. At the time of the incident, the case was about to unfold in a manner that would captivate and shock the entire nation. The bizarre motivation behind the murder was as compelling as the crime itself. For those interested in true crime stories, this case promised to be a gripping narrative that would challenge understanding of human nature and criminal behavior. Naina was an accomplished woman who graduated from Delhi University and pursued training as a commercial pilot. She and Sushil Sharma first met while working for the Congress Party, where their initial friendship gradually developed into something more intimate. Their relationship progressed to the point where they began living together, sharing an apartment on Temple Path. Their relationship status remained complicated and somewhat unclear. While they lived together like a married couple, they never officially registered their marriage. Media reports suggested conflicting accounts. Some claimed they had a secret marriage, while others indicated they were simply long-term partners. Naina consistently wanted to make their relationship public, but Sushil preferred to keep it hidden. These differences created significant tension between them. Naina began to grow distant from both Sushil and political work, focusing instead on her dream of becoming a commercial pilot. During this period, she reconnected with her old university classmates, particularly a former Congress activist named Matlub Karim, who seemed supportive of her professional aspirations. Matlub helped Naina explore opportunities to advance her pilot career, including potential options to study or work abroad. This development didn't sit well with Sushil, who became increasingly suspicious of Naina's relationship with Matlub. His jealousy and controlling behavior led to frequent arguments and growing resentment between them. On the fateful night of July 2, 1985, the tension reached a critical point. When Sushil returned home from work, he found Naina drinking whiskey and talking on the phone. When he asked who she was speaking to, she casually mentioned it was a family member and quickly ended the call. Her behavior seemed casual, but something felt different that evening. Intrigued and suspicious, Sushil waited for Naina to leave the room. The moment she was gone, he immediately redialed the last number on the phone. Someone answered with a simple hello, setting the stage for a confrontation that would change everything forever. Sushil had long-standing suspicions about Naina's relationship with Matlub Karim. When he overheard her phone conversation and quickly redialed the number, Matlub himself answered. This unexpected confirmation of his suspicions triggered a deeply emotional confrontation between Sushil and Naina, filled with intense arguments and heightened tensions. Contrary to expectations, their initial argument did not involve violence. They maintained a fragile calm for a short while, but the emotional pressure continued to build. In a shocking turn, Naina dramatically declared her intention to commit suicide. She allegedly wrote a suicide note, adding to the already charged atmosphere of the evening. Moments later, a gunshot rang out from the balcony. Sushil rushed to investigate and found Naina holding his licensed firearm. Surprisingly, she was unharmed. When Sushil approached, Naina continued her dramatic declaration of ending her life. As reality began to sink in, Sushil's emotions oscillated between profound regret and a cold, calculated concern about disposing of the body. He stepped outside his flat, carefully checking the surroundings to ensure no one had heard the gunshots. Once satisfied that everything seemed normal, he calmly went to the market and purchased a large polythene bag, setting the stage for what would become a meticulously planned attempt to conceal his crime. With calculated precision, Sushil carefully placed Naina's body in a large polythene bag, then wrapped it in a bedsheet. He meticulously cleaned the crime scene, removing every trace of blood. In a desperate attempt to eliminate evidence, he tore up Naina's suicide note. However, the police would later discover these torn fragments, which held a significant detail: Naina's final wish for Sushil to perform her last rites. After preparing his escape plan, Sushil moved his Maruti 800 close to the apartment door. The task of moving Naina's lifeless body proved challenging. In the dark of night, he struggled to drag the heavy corpse, eventually managing to load it into the car's trunk. With the body concealed, he departed, uncertain of his next move. Driving aimlessly, Sushil initially considered disposing of the body in the river. He headed towards the Ito Bridge in Delhi, intending to throw the corpse into the water. However, upon arrival, he found the bridge crowded with people, forcing him to abandon his original plan. In a moment of desperate improvisation, Sushil decided to drive to his Bagila restaurant. The establishment was bustling with diners when he arrived. Immediately, he contacted his manager, Keshav Kumar, with an urgent request. He demanded that Keshav clear the restaurant completely, instructing him to tell customers the food was finished and send staff out for lunch. Keshav initially hesitated. Soon, only Sushil and Keshav remained in the empty restaurant. The tension was palpable as Sushil prepared to reveal the terrible truth to his manager. With a heavy heart, he uttered the words that would change everything. "I have made a huge mistake." The stage was set for a confession that would shock everyone involved. Sushil confessed to Keshav that he had murdered his wife and desperately needed help disposing of her body. Initially, Keshav refused to get involved, but Sushil's persistent persuasion eventually wore him down. The restaurant's tandoor was still hot from preparing bread earlier, presenting a horrifying opportunity to conceal their crime. With calculated movements, they retrieved Naina's body from the car and carefully placed it in the tandoor. However, the initial flames proved insufficient to burn the body completely. Realizing this, Sushil instructed Keshav to bring crumpled papers to intensify the fire. The papers sparked additional flames, but still failed to fully consume the corpse. Desperate to destroy the evidence, Sushil then ordered Keshav to bring butter from the kitchen. When the butter packets were placed in the tandoor, the fire dramatically intensified. 4 packets of butter were added, causing the flames to grow stronger and finally begin consuming Naina's body. Old papers were also thrown in to further fuel the fire. As the gruesome process continued, they became so focused on burning the body that they failed to notice the fire spreading beyond the tandoor. A woman passing by noticed the unusual flames and promptly reported them to a nearby police officer. This small oversight would ultimately lead to their downfall and expose the entire horrific crime. Following the initial discovery, Sushil implemented an elaborate escape plan. He went to his IAS friend's place at Gujarat Bhavan in Delhi, staying overnight without revealing anything. The next day, he traveled to Jaipur, then continued his flight from justice by moving to Mumbai. In a seemingly ritualistic act, he visited the Tirupati Balaji temple and shaved his head, possibly attempting to change his appearance. The police tracked Sushil's movements across multiple cities. After tracking him to Chennai, he managed to slip away to Bangalore. The persistent police investigation finally culminated on July 10, 1995, when Sushil Sharma was arrested. Immediately following his arrest, the Delhi District Court remanded him in police custody for the next 10 days until July 20th, 1995, marking the beginning of his legal proceedings for this shocking murder. On July 27, 1995, just weeks after the arrest, Delhi police formally filed charges in this shocking case. The trial began in the Sessions Court on August 31, 1995. Sushil Sharma faced multiple serious charges: Section 302 for murder, Section 120B for criminal conspiracy, and Section 201 for evidence tampering. The legal proceedings were complex, involving Sushil Sharma, his manager Keshav Kumar, and 3 additional accused individuals. As the trial progressed, a unique challenge emerged in 2001 when multiple lawyers consecutively refused to represent Sushil Sharma, leaving him without legal representation for a period of time. After extensive legal proceedings on November 3, 2003, the court delivered its verdict. Sushil Sharma was found guilty of Naina Sawhney's murder. Keshav Kumar was also convicted, while the other 3 accused individuals were acquitted. On November 7, 2003, the district court pronounced its sentencing: death penalty for Sushil Sharma and a 7-year prison term for Keshav Kumar. Sushil Sharma appealed against the lower court's decision, first in the Delhi High Court in August 2006. On February 19, 2007, the High Court upheld the death sentence. Seeking final legal recourse, Sushil. The investigation revealed several surprising facts. Initially, rumors suggested Naina Sawhney's body was cut into pieces, but further investigation proved this untrue. However, the method Sushil used to dispose of the body remained chillingly unique. The police's swift action in filing the charge sheet was also unprecedented, setting a new record for murder case investigations in India. This story reveals the complex layers of human emotions, reminding us that relationships are rarely as simple as they appear. It shows how quickly passion can transform into something dark and uncontrollable, and how a single moment of rage can destroy multiple lives forever. The Tandoor murder case teaches us profound lessons about the dangers of uncontrolled emotions, the importance of communication in relationships, and how quickly trust can shatter. It's a stark reminder that behind every headline, there are real human stories of pain, betrayal, and irreversible consequences. If you found this story gripping and thought-provoking, take a moment to like this video and subscribe our channel. Your support helps us continue sharing these incredible real-life narratives that challenge our understanding of human nature. We want to hear from you. Drop a comment below sharing your thoughts. What part of this story shocked you the most? What lessons do you think we can learn from such a complex human tragedy? Every story we share is a window into the incredible, sometimes terrifying complexity of human experiences. Stay curious, stay compassionate, and remember, truth is often more unbelievable than fiction. Don't miss out on more incredible stories like this. Hit that follow button and join our community of story lovers who believe that every life has a narrative worth understanding.